The Israeli Defense Minister, Israel Katz, has announced a major expansion of a military operation in the Hamas-run Gaza Strip. That, as he said, the army will seize large areas of the Palestinian territory. The defense chief saying in a statement that Israel would expand its presence in Gaza to destroy and clear the area of terrorists and terrorist infrastructure. Israel restarted intense bombing of Gaza on March the 18th and then launched a new ground offensive, ending a nearly two-month ceasefire in the war with Hamas. Well, we're going to cross live then to Jerusalem, talk to our correspondent Noga Tarnopolsky, who joins us from there. Noga, it appears then that Israel is committing here to a renewed stage of ground invasion?
Look, that could be. We're more or less being kept in the dark here. The Israeli military itself has not released any statements yet about what is going on. And the Israeli defense minister, as you said, has now had to issue a clarifying statement after his first statement, the one you just quoted, saying that Israel was going to take over vast tracts of land or large tracts of land, caused a widespread panic among Israelis. In fact, the families of hostages here released a statement saying they were horrified by what he had said and asking whether a decision had been made to sacrifice the Israeli hostages on the altar of gaining land. So he has since issued a new statement saying no, that the purpose of taking these lands is to press Hamas into releasing the hostages. We have to mention that this tactic has never functioned. Not a single Israeli hostage of the 251 hostages taken on October 7th, 2023, were ever released as a result of this sort of military pressure. The army, though, has not yet called up reserves, not yet called up new brigades. So for now, though it's an expanded operation, it still seems to be limited in scope, at least at this hour.
No, where does all this then leave the stalled peace process?
Look, it appears to be leaving this peace process, if we can call it that, in the dust. It's my understanding that there are no talks underway right now. The United States appears to have lost interest. It's more interested, as you were talking about, in tariffs in Ukraine and Russia. And without massive American pressure, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu apparently does not see any reason to move ahead. And on the other hand, the Qataris and the Egyptians need American backing in order to press Hamas into compromises. So right now we're talking about a swath of civilian population in Gaza and in Israel who are basically being left leaderless in a situation where no solution is being found, either to bring the Israeli hostages back home or to find a road to the future for Gaza.
Noga,